Recent polling suggests roughly 75% of people are worried about artificial intelligence. Most focus on a singular threat: automation is replacing their jobs. This anxiety is a byproduct of our current economic model. To survive, we trade our limited time and specific skills for currency, which we then use to secure scarce resources like food and housing. In a world where human labor loses its market value, the traditional mechanism of survival breaks down. Elon Musk estimates that within 5 years, digital intelligence will exceed the sum of all human intelligence combined. By 2036, he expects that intelligence to operate at a scale far beyond humanity's collective brainpower. By that 2036 deadline, Musk expects this intelligence explosion to render the very concept of money irrelevant. Understanding a post-money world requires us to strip human beings out of the traditional economic equation and rethink how value is generated. At its basic level, an economy is the production of goods and services. Historically, the necessary inputs were human cognitive and physical labor. But the cognitive side is hitting a tipping point, being replaced by rapidly multiplying digital superintelligence. Take the chess engine Stockfish. It can run on a standard smartphone and effortlessly defeat any human grandmaster on Earth. There is simply no longer a path for a human brain to compete in that domain. This level of insurmountable dominance is rapidly approaching software engineering and every other form of digital white-collar work. Intelligence is transitioning from a scarce, expensive human resource into a near-infinite, zero-cost digital commodity. However, a superintelligent server cannot build a house or harvest a crop. Digital intelligence remains trapped behind a screen until given physical tools capable of manipulating the physical world. Humanoid robots act as these end effectors. They are the physical bodies designed to translate digital commands into physical work. Pairing limitless digital intelligence with millions of these physical robots creates a quasi-infinite labor force. This effectively removes the human constraint from the entire production cycle. Reaching this state requires clearing two massive bottlenecks: AI chips and staggering amounts of electricity. Geopolitically, the U.S. largely controls cutting-edge chip supply, while China possesses a massive surplus in power generation, more than the U.S., Europe, and India combined. Despite these bottlenecks, the momentum of global capital and engineering means the rapid scaling of robotic labor is likely a mathematical certainty. To understand why money dies here, look at the ratio of inflation, circulating money versus goods produced. As a 24/7 robotic workforce scales output by 1,000%, the supply side explodes, violently tipping the scale. Drastically outpacing money supply causes radical price deflation. Extreme abundance breaks the utility of currency. When goods and services become too cheap to track, the fundamental reason for money, managing scarcity, disappears. This extreme deflation represents the crossing of a threshold into an entirely new reality of post-scarcity. In this age of abundance, automated systems produce far more than humanity could ever physically consume. This leaves us with a difficult question. How do people survive and acquire these goods when their labor has no market value? The logistical answer is universal high income. Governments would essentially issue digital dividends to every citizen, derived from the sheer scale of the automated economic output. With survival guaranteed, work becomes optional, a concept Musk compares to gardening. You don't grow vegetables because you have to. You grow them because the act itself provides personal satisfaction. While a human might grow artisanal tomatoes for the joy of it, AI systems will continue to provide perfect goods in the background, making individual effort a choice rather than a requirement. Moving towards this reality will be a bumpy, politically volatile process. Yet the total obsolescence of human economic utility might be the specific mechanism that finally sets humanity free.